Welcome back, and we're at the very beginning of a raider invasion. Let's see if we can take them on. We'll just see where they land. We'll just see if we've got anyone nearby. Here's our village, the edge of the village here. And there's our... Right, let's see them land. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. So more people than I've seen before. They normally come in threes. So we'll follow them till we come across a villager and see if we can start shooting them. They're not easy to see, it's pretty tricky. Don't know if they're going to be going in different directions. There's 1, 2, 3 there. Let's slow down time. Oh, there's someone here with Z's above their head. Right. Oh! Oh! Quick! Shoot them. 1. Oh! There they are. We've killed 2. 3, and we'll just start running after the third one. 4. There we go. We've killed the Viking or raider invasion, whatever it is, and we even got ourselves a wolf. Happy days. We'll give you a hoot and get out of your body. Okay. Thank you very much. Pretty happy at that. I wonder if that means we could steal their ship. The ship probably isn't there anymore, is it? Nope, it's gone. Ship's gone. Maybe the ship disappears with its people when they die. There we go, folks. That's how you defend from a Viking invasion. A raider invasion. Speed time back up. How are all our people doing? So we've got this... that's paused. So we're building up our firewood, but we've built it up, so let's get that going again. We'll go 260 firewood. And our castle smithy will get going again. Don't think we've got anyone for the apiary, have we? We're down to 46 adults, 11 teenagers, 6 children, so we'll have a population boost very soon. How's our sheep fort going? 1 sheep. It's going well. I'm liking the walls around it. It looks pretty secure. Got a watchtower that we upgraded. Looks like it's doing very well. And of course we've got our hunters here. And another hunting cabin over here. So I'm feeling pretty optimistic about the sheep surviving. If the sheep survives, we'll have to build a cow fort. And get the cows... get the cow meat on the go. Have a look at our chickens. Our chickens are doing well. Got plenty of oats. No one employed at the tavern yet. But we've had it on the go. And we've had it working. Got an expedition away, due back in late fall. Looking good. And we just built a castle barn, and we realised it's just a better version of a normal barn, but we probably needed it anyway, because look at all the goods being stored there. Maybe things will last a bit longer in there, or who knows. So let's have a look at the next building to put down, because we're in the middle of building our market here. In fact, let's get the market on the go, because we've got enough stone. Oh, we don't have enough ore. We've got enough clay and logs are a little bit of an issue, but we're building them up very well. We've only got 3 foresters. In fact, we've got 455 firewood, so let's get rid of a firewood producer and go back onto the logs. And if you see here, since we built this extra forester's lodge, they've been planting loads of trees and they're maturing very nicely. So this one will be extra productive. We could even switch them around at times if we need to. Got our healer's shop and our herbalist there. Oh no, that's a carpenter. There's the herbalist hut. So we can fix people if they need to, if they get ill. Look, our barn here is full, but we've got 2 nearby that can take the weight. Mostly oats, really, and a lot of clothes. Doing very well with clothes now. And now we've got our sheep, we can start making warm clothes, which would be fantastic. There we go. 2 walls on either side, 1 on the back. That took a lot of our wood. We've got our gate in the front. and access is perfectly fine, even just with, I think, with just one square of space. So we've got the option of upgrading the watchtower there, and then maybe even putting another one over here, or even by the entrance. The entrance looks like that's the only place they can get in, so one here would be good. So that watchtower. I wonder if anyone... Oh, we've got 2 people in the crypt. That's good. So it's being used. And our pyres have been very useful, although if you want to be really frugal, you could just like build one. One has done us, from what I've seen. 17 fish. We've only got 4 out of 6 fishermen. Need more adults. But we've got 13 teenagers now. So we've got 6 in the school, and surely the school will reach capacity and some might just float right into employment and bypass the school. But we'll see. What have they got in this house? Oh, so they're using charcoal. They've got meat, fruit and vegetables. So they're doing well. The chicken just died in an animal attack, but we can't see any animals there. They'll be taken out before long. There's a bear there. Just see how we're doing on the market now that we've... So we've got 293 logs, 338 stone. I do believe we've got 1 gatherer and 1 builder. I believe our 1 gatherer is possibly bringing in stone that we've identified as needing bringing in. We'll take our builder off to go on to collecting. And as soon as we get into the winter period, which we're very close to, we can start everyone... building on fire up here. Was that from a storm or something? Quite only just survived. Maybe. It's our ore mine. We've got no one working in our mines at the moment. We had to scale back the jobs because we've lost a few people and we haven't had any new adults come through really. But which is a little bit surprising actually, because we've got lots of space now for them. Now, if this market is successful, we could build a residential area around it, and we could do with more adults and more capacity. So we could build a big house there, and the market might be able to provide them goods. And so that could be part of the expansion, because you're quite far away from the centre of town here. Or it might be that a market is better off nearer the centre of a town, but we don't have any space, so we'll soon find out what that building is, and it might help us decide how to play the game in the future, which will be good. No blacksmith hired. Okay, oh, we've got another adult. That's good. They're all going to be coming through now. How's the bakery doing? We're making lots of meat pies in the bakery. Yep, 65. So should we go on to fish, and then on to vegetable pies? That way we'll be ready for our next expedition. We've got 371 logs. I think we're probably in a good enough place now to activate the building of that market, wherever it is. Here it is. Unpause it, and we'll get a couple of builders on the go, because we've got the adults starting to come through now. So we did have 46 adults at the lowest, and now we've got 49, so that's good. It's building back up, and there's a sheep getting some very good one-on-one attention from the sheep herder. It's intensively rearing the sheep. We've got a bit of wool coming through now, so we've got 10 wool here, and we just need to wait until it gets to like 14, I think, and then they'll take it in storage. And we've cleared all the trees around so we can have a good look at it. And our sheep's surviving. Just need it to start reproducing with itself. Here are all of our farms with the cold sign on them, so we just hit the harvest button straight away whenever we see that. Flex there. It completes the growth cycle and just tells them to harvest whatever's left. And very soon we'll have a lot of workers that we can start bringing in some materials with, that we can hand pick off the ground. We're a little bit short of ore, so that's probably one of the first things we'll bring in, and also logs will be a good thing. We've got another adult, so that's good. 3 labourers and 2 builders. there started on the market. It'd be really interesting to see what that building is and what it does. And I'll just have a look at what's next. So we're building the market. Oh, look! New resources discovered. Pack mule. What is a pack mule? And have we got... We've got enough meat pies. Building fish pies. So we can't send off the next expedition yet. But, ooh, what's pack mule? So if we look in the pastures section... Pasture, coop. Nope, it's not... It's not a form of animal that you can... Ooh. Ah, right, okay. We've got a couple of mules here now. Yeah, these are mules. Okay, number of mules in the stables, 2. I wonder if these are reproducing. So it looks like we can have 2 routes on at the same time. Not really sure what the resource is that we've discovered from our expedition. It says pack mule. I wonder if that's something we can build in the donkey farm. There's a donkey farm option here. In the castle building. There it is, donkey farm. Maybe you can have the option of building a pack mule in there. We've done the market, done the smithy, done the barn. Haven't done the keep yet. We'll save that for the finale maybe. Because in my mind, I think we need to build the donkey farm and the keep. And those are our 2 remaining buildings because... I mean, we could build stone walls, and we probably will, but I'm sure we know what they look like, and it's not probably not the most important thing to build. Stone tower? Could do a stone tower. That's what it looks like. Do we need a stone tower? Possibly not. Might be quite similar to a watchtower. Let's lay down the donkey farm up here, near our protected area. Right near the watchtower. We could potentially even build a wall around it. But the donkey farm looks a bit safer. We'll see what it is anyway and what it does, and then we'll decide if we need to build another one to protect it, if it does end up dying. Look at that. 2 sheep. It's fantastic. Pretty happy to have 2 sheep. Okay, I'm going to declare that a success. The sheep fort is working very well. A couple of full barns as well. So this barn down here and this barn up here is full, but we've got one right in between the both, and we've got the castle barn as well. And I think the castle barn must have more capacity, surely. So over 600, and that one has 3,000. Cool. Okay, maybe there's a lot to go, a lot to be stored in this one. That barn. No one employed at the caravan stables yet, but we've not really got anything to move around. We're looking pretty happy with... ooh, let's take all our farmers off. Slow time down. Winter's hit. Let's get... oh, we can get rid of our gatherers as well. Let's go on to full hunting, full fishing. Let's keep to 2 builders. We'll go up to full foresters, so we'll have 6 foresters. We've got plenty of firewood, which is great. So I'm just thinking... Yeah, we've got... should we put more people on the kilns? So this is where we can start putting people back into the main production areas, because we've got 53 adults, up from 46, which is fantastic. Here we go. So we've got the kilner working. Kilner could do with the cast iron guy working, so we'll activate you. Although, yes, we need you for the blast furnace, so we can unpause the blast furnace. Although we just did. We already had. And we'll get the castle smithy back on the go, which you will be. Okay, all that's going to start flowing through again. And we've got a little bit of cast iron already. What do you need? Ore. Okay, the one thing we're short of is ore. And I think we've allocated people to go and collect it, but why don't we just put on yeah, we'll put on a couple of miners as well. One of each miner. And that leaves us with 6 gatherers, labourers, and 2 builders. Okay, let's go after a little bit more ore. So we're 238 there. That'll do. just having to go further and further away for our ore to go back onto full speed. And I'll just see what building materials we need for our donkey farm. Oh, we need quite a lot of clay. Oh wow, and quite a lot of wood. Okay, let's just pause construction on the donkey farm, and we'll get our labourers going after everything. We've got capacity for a total of 67 people. We've got 66 people altogether. 53 adults, 10 teenagers and 3 children is how it's broken down. And look at that jump. As soon as we go into winter, we went from 100 and odd clothes down to 86. We've only got 43 steel tools, and that's because our steel tool production's been a bit lower lately. But if you have a look at our weaver's workshop, we can now go on to warm clothing, and we'll activate our weaver. Okay, so that's why the clothing's gone down as well. But you can see how quickly it goes down, and why it's important to keep a weaver on until you've got like a whole ton of clothes, and then keep an eye on your clothes going down. So we've got 528 flour, so that's fine. We don't really need to activate our mill, but it's nice having the option if we wanted to. We're just gathering a load of building materials really at the moment. And we only need less than 100 ore, and we'll be able to start building our markets. That'll be really interesting to see what it does. And we've got our labourers out there gathering the ore. 4 of them. So why don't we take everyone off the mines and just say, right, go on, go out there and get the ore in. 184, 190 logs, so we've got 6 foresters on the go. And so between the 6 foresters and the 7 labourers, they're going after resources, they're bringing them in. I think before long we'll have a whole ton of ore coming in. Yeah, we've got the ore coming in now, so they're onto that gathering task. Now the big monumental task is going to be the stone, and also we need quite a lot. Whoa. Okay, the donkey farm needs a lot of resources. It's 580 logs, 480 stone, 150 ore, 220 clay, and 80 hay. Well, we've got plenty of hay. Just had some more workers join the gang. Oh, here we go. We're in spring and the weather's good enough to start our farms up again. So let's allocate people to the farms, definitely to gathering. Although we've got loads and loads of vegetables, so let's just go on like 3 gatherers. We'll bump down to 7 hunters, and we'll go 2 on the orchard, 5 on the farms, and they can just reactivate. So we've got oats, which we've got plenty of, flax for clothes, and we've got some pumpkins for additional vegetables, but they're not ready to grow yet because they need a little bit of a warmer temperature. But when they're ready, they'll get on the go. So we've got 2 labourers and 2 builders. We can reduce the number of foresters down by 1, and we'll put on a clay miner. Okay, let's go. Let's start the summer and see how our production goes. Glad we did the expansion because it's giving us enough workers now to really get going. 110 ore. Got a couple in stock. 114. Yeah, it looks like the ore is still coming in. We've had another adult. So we've got 3 labourers and 2 builders, and we've almost got enough ore to start building our market. So that's going to be built very soon. It's at 49 build points, so it's not the largest. We'll put another builder on. Now, what have we got on at the donkey farm? Okay, we need a huge number of resources there, so we'll get onto that shortly. We will need to gather some stone, so I'll select some stone to gather. Here we go, 113 up there, 78 up there, 105, 200, 355, whoa. Okay, so that's going to help a little bit with the keep as well. The ore should cover the donkey farm that we've selected already. Clay, we're just going to have to leave a miner on to slowly build that up. In fact, that's going to take a while, so let's do 2 miners and the hay we've got already. Okay, I'm pretty happy with how we're going then. The market's looking interesting. In fact, it's looking like quite a structure. Or is that just because we've built it into the countryside? We're on 4 out of 49 build points. I'm still not entirely sure about the whole mule thing that we discovered from the expeditioning. But what we'll do is switch on to vegetable pies at the bakery, and then we'll have enough for another expedition. And I don't know what you guys fancy doing, but I mean, I don't know if there's really that far to go with fruit. We could do the farm. Might just give us another crop that's a vegetable. Or we could see... Let's just do an animal. Let's see if we get any more animals. That'll be interesting. You would think that pigs might be out there. So we've got wild boars. I think they domesticated pigs very early in life. In the world. So we should be starting to produce a bit of meat from these sheep before long. But we've got 4 sheep in the sheep fort. And they're doing very well. Got their one farmer looking after them, and they've got enough hay and water, and in stock we've got over 1,400 hay, so we're sitting pretty on the animal feed. Oh, here we go, look at the market. It's looking interesting from this angle. Here we go. How's it going, guys? 25 out of 49 build points. It's looking like quite the structure. I thought we might be looking at something more open air, kind of like this one down here. I thought, you know, like a trade fair, I thought it would look. I'm not entirely sure what the trade fair is doing. I guess it's just centralising goods for people to come and get, which is fair enough. We didn't need to like employ anyone at the trade fair or anything. I wonder if we'll need to at the market. Looks like we're chopping down plenty of trees nearby, which is good. Increasing our log supply. We've got 332 logs, but we need like 500 odd. Keep going on that. Plenty of firewood though, which I'm happy with. So our clothes and our tools are just a little bit lower than we've had in recent history. 59 clothes. But we have activated someone at the Weaver's Workshop, and they're making like warm clothes. But they're inactive, so we're not got enough wool coming through at the minute. So we'll just put them back on the standard-y clothing. So that'll build up the clothes. Now, what's happening with our castle smithy? Castle smithy is making the tools, and our blast furnace is making the steel. We've got a little bit of steel in stock. So I think that's probably going well enough. Got the odd few eggs that keep coming in stock. Let's lock the eggs for the vegetable pies. That might help. 6 sheep. I think it gets to a point where the sheep don't seem like they're doing much for a while, and then they just suddenly start to reproduce like mad. I think that's what we might be seeing here. Seem to have gone to from 1 to 6 sheep very quickly, but we're hanging around 1 sheep for a while. Right, what's our farm doing? We've got our pumpkins, and they're halfway through growing. We've got our flax that's keeping our clothing busy, and we've got our oats there. Oh, looks like we'll get a few apples this year, which will be good. Fruit's always been one of those things, like kind of like fish, and we've never been able to maintain any sort of stock, but I'm sure it's helping. Oh look, 2 pyres on the go. Wow. Okay, so maybe later on in the game you do need 2. Because we've had a couple of people die of old age. Well, 3 in fact. Wonder if anyone's gone into the crypt. Oh no. Oh, that's interesting. So there's no bodies in the crypt. I wonder if that's just like a holding place for bodies until they get burnt or something. How bizarre. 1 pyre still burning. Just half the way through. Still got just 26 fish. Let's turn one of our builders into... Ooh, here's the market. Oh, what is this? To trade at the market, deliver selected resources to the market by pack mule. Okay, so this will be our caravan, which is just next door, I believe. Okay, so... goods for sale. How interesting. So what have we got loads of that we can try selling? Vegetables. Should we try selling some vegetables? Okay, interesting concept. There's no worker at the market, so let's do this. Let's select vegetables from... do you think we'll have any up here with our gatherer? Let's just have a look at where we've got some vegetables. So we don't want to like move our main stash. Yeah, there's some vegetables there, and there's loads up here. Okay, let's do this barn to this market. So we're going to set up a trade route for vegetables from this barn into the market. And let's get rid of that oats one, the oats trade route. We're going to have to employ someone there. So transport route removed, transport route created. Okay, and then do we need to wait for some vegetables to be delivered to the market? That's the question. It's a bit of an intriguing... Oh yes, I think I saw something go in there. I'm pretty sure I did. Vegetables, 109. There we go. Let's sell vegetables. Oh right, we've got 200 vegetables. Let's stop that for now and just see what we do with the 200 vegetables. So let's sell... Oh, and you have to like manually go up. But let's see if we can type in 218 and then delete that. Yep, we can manually type in numbers. Looks like you can sell two different things at once. To trade at the market. Okay, we've put that on. And we've delivered goods to the market. What's this? Vegetables 327. Okay. We've got a total of 327 vegetables at the market. Because they must have bought some more in. And we'll see what happens after that, I guess. Not really sure what it's doing. I'm not entirely convinced it's a complete feature. Because it's not... it shows we've delivered stuff to the market. Pretty cool building though. It's got flags. Is that our vegetables down there? Are these the different stands that we're selling stuff on? Not entirely sure with this one. Still got 327 there. And there's no like perimeter around the market or anything. Okay, interesting one. But I'm not really sure why we'd need the market over just like people going into the barn. But I guess you can deliver stuff there. Okay. Some of these buildings I'm not entirely convinced about in the castle section, whether they're sort of necessary or complete. This one was a good one though, the caravan stables. You can move stuff around. That does make sense. If anyone knows how to work the market, let me know. See if we can fathom it out. Do you think we should try and just deliver something else to it? I guess there aren't really any houses up there. Should we build a house up here, see if the house uses it? We could do with a house anyway. Just build like a normal house. There we go, we'll put it right next to the market. Right, we've got over 480 wood, so let's activate our donkey farm and see what we can grow there. I think it's going to create mules for the caravan stables, which means we could get up to like 5 trade routes at once, or I mean 5 like relocation routes at once. So that's an interesting one. And then I think the so we've collected quite a lot of clay already. 165 out of the 220, so that's good. By the time all the other resources are delivered, we'll probably have enough clay. We'll probably have enough wood So I'm pretty happy with that. Oh wow, we've got 500 and odd stone, so we'll have enough stone. We'll just be a little bit short of ore. So that's the one thing we need to focus on and collect in. So let's lay down some ore collection. Oh wow, there's like over 600 up here. Let's go for 150, 200 ore, and that'll be enough for collection. So all we need to do is wait until winter, which we're literally just about to go into, and we'll hire a load of labourers and we'll get that built. We should be able to get that built pretty quick. We're just exploring the last couple of buildings in the game, and I'm declaring growing sheep a success, and therefore by de facto the cattle as well. And so we're just exploring everything in the game in our really quite large village now, and enjoying the music and the gameplay itself. So we've got another 10 vegetable pies, and then we'll send the expedition off again and see if they come back with another animal. Oh, here we go. We need to get in our pumpkin crop. I think they're harvesting it anyway because they're on or near 5 degrees. But the other fields, there we go. The other fields will click on that basket, the harvest button, and get those gathering in straight away, because when you see that snowflake symbol, that's when you need to gather in your harvest. And we haven't quite started delivering goods to our donkey farm because we're too busy building a house. Shouldn't have laid down that house. Let's just pause the house and build the donkey farm. We're trying to work out the market, which I'm not... Still 327 vegetables there, so I'm not entirely convinced what that's doing. A bit odd, really. But we'll take stuff to... Ooh, and we lost a bit of clay in there. Let's just deconstruct that house and get all our materials back. I don't think we need to build a house near the market. I think the market might just be a silly building, but we'll see. If anyone knows what it is, do let us know. And if it does have much of a value. There we go, started delivering logs to our donkey farm, and we're entering into winter, where we're going to move all of our people over and have lots of labourers. So let's move our gatherers over already. We can still work in the farms and collect all that good stuff in. So the apples, we're in the middle of a really good harvest. Come on, folks. Harvest in, harvest. Here we go, winter's hitting, and we just need that temperature to go to a minus, and it'll destroy all the crops, and that's when we move everyone else over. There it is, we're in the minus, so let's move our farmers over. That's when we would have potentially moved our gatherers over as well. Putting on another forester, another clay worker, one each on the mines. And we've got a load of people gathering, and let's get a bit more wood in as well, because we're going to need a whole load of wood. 231 wood. We're just gathering in the resources, so we'll build this donkey farm quite quickly. We've almost got all the wood we need, and we've certainly got all the stone. Just need a little bit more ore. Cool, look at all the firewood we've got, 858 firewood. So we can take off a firewood gatherer, a firewood chopper, sorry, and put them into our pot for labouring. Okay, delivering the clay and all the other items, got all the hay we need. Just whacking in all the stone to this donkey farm. A lot of goods in that house as well. Now, thinking ahead for the keep, we're going to have a whole world of stone to build this big boy. Let's see if we can find some stone. We need like 800 stone. There's 100 there. None there. Ooh, there it all is. 521. 216 and 157. We're going to need a whole army of gatherers, of labourers, to get all that stone in. but it shows you we're serious about going after the keep. And let's just put everyone on labouring. Well, we'll keep one builder just to keep things flowing. But we've got 10 labourers. Lots of vegetables. Oh, we locked eggs, but we've got 208, so we can just unlock them. Plenty of everything else. In fact, we've built up a lot of wool. We can go back on warm clothes. Where's our... Here we go. Our weaver's workshop. Make warm clothing again, please. Thank you very much. Wow, look at all the sheep. So there. Oh yes, we're getting the meat in from the sheep, so that's really going to help us. We'll get rid of a hunter, in fact. Okay, sheep fort is looking beautiful. We've got 3 people on the clay mine, so that's good. 1 each on the other mines. Now let's have a look at what we need for this keep. We'll make this our final building. Oh wow, we need 350 clay, so let's just put another person on the clay mine. What else do we need? So we've laid down 800 stone. Yeah, we've gone after the stone, and 450 wood. We'll build that up, and 200 ore. Right, we'll need... Oh, look at that. That's what the keep will look like. It's a huge building, and there's talk of it being able to like research technology in the keep. So that'll be interesting to have a look at. Still nothing happening at the market with our vegetables, but it might just be because it needed to be more central. But it doesn't look like a critical building. 424 stone. So that's looking good. Right, why don't we pause the donkey farm and see if they go and dismantle the house that we were building, and just see if we can just get the resources from that. It'd be interesting actually to see if how easy it is to dismantle a building. Should we just play both of them? Maybe that would do it. And we go on maybe 5 builders, 7 labourers. See which one gets built first. There we go. Oh no, we're just chopping a tree down. Ah yeah, we're taking materials away from the house now, so that's good. Got the labourers going in there and picking it out. There we go. And we are not far off starting to build the donkey farm. Just a bit short on the ore there, so could hire another worker in the ore mine. Let's have a look at all our other industries. So as a bit of a review of what we've done, we started off with 1 fisherman's lodge, and we've got 2 now, and 3 sort of fish farms, and I'd say that's quite a significant production. We could have had another couple of fish farms. Remember how we worked out the access with the bridges and stuff onto that raised platform, and you could like work out where the access was easiest by putting it right into a slope or something. Got our expeditions on the go. Oh, I need 2 more vegetable pies for that. We've got a bit of a production area over here with the tavern making our alcohol, and our chicken coop that was very successful, but we got a bit diseased and we had to kill all the chickens but 2. Oh, here we go. We're going into spring, and we need to get our farmers and all our other occupations working. So we'll go down to 1 each in the mines, 1 builder. Let's go 3 gatherers. Let's go. We can probably deactivate the big oat field, so we'll just go 3 farmers. 2 in the orchard. We're maintaining our meat supplies, which is great, and we'll go 4 gatherers. Okay, we'll stick with that. So we've still got 4 labourers and 2 builders, and we've nearly got everything we need to build the donkey farm. We've pretty much dismantled the house, so that's going to give all the clay that we need. We've got all the stone we need, we've got all the logs, and we're just going to be waiting on ore. So let's hire 3 people in the ore mine just to help things along. and I'm going to lay down the keep. Oh, we can put it here, in between the donkey farm. In fact, that would be a hell of a defence for our sheep. Let's put the keep down here, but I'm going to pause its construction because we'll get the donkey farm done first, and join me in the next episode where we're going to complete the donkey farm and then go all out on the keep and just see what exactly this huge building is for and what it looks like and what it does. So thank you for joining me. Just had a building destroyed somewhere. Due to fire. Oh, that was the house that we dismantled. And thank you for watching. See you very soon for the final episode, I think.